I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. I grew up on the west side of Chicago, Garfield Park area on Washington. My mom's name is Ashley. She's my rock. She's like my best friend, mom, and everything, all in one. I talk to my mom almost every day.
We lived together when we first got here, and you just see them on FaceTime every day, just talking like they were friends. It was just something special to see. July 16, 2023, we were actually out the night before, and he was on the phone with her.
My mom actually had called me, so I was on the phone with her. I talked to her. She like, "What you doing?" And then she told me she was hanging out with some friends and stuff like that. And then we were just like, we both said like, "Be safe. I love you. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning." My uncle called me. This was about like 2, 3 in the morning. And like he broke it down to me, what happened and stuff like that. My mom, she was around the same block we grew up on. Hanging with some friends, they say there was like arguing started to happen. And then she was like actually walking across the street to her car. And they said a car came down the street flying and started shooting, and then she got hit. She died on the street. I couldn't believe it. I'm like trying to figure out like why me, why our family, why my mom and stuff like that. It was just a lot going on that like I couldn't process it all at once.
I walked into his room. He was just sitting on the bed, and at this point, he was still in a state of shock. So it was hard for him to like think about all that happened.
Nothing can prepare you for something like that. And, your heart goes out, for the loss. And you just feel like there's nothing you can do. And just let them know that, you're here and that you're part of a family, a bunch of people that care about you and that are going to take care of you moving forward.
I never wanted to talk about it or never talked about it with nobody because I never wanted no one to look at me different for like or feel like sorry for me because like I don't want them to judge me for that or like my story and stuff like that. So I don't really talk to nobody about that. But yeah, I still deal with it. Still think about it a lot. I think about it every day still. It's been hard. I've still been dealing with it, trying to come to a reality of accepting it. I have gotten better. I can like actually talk about it without breaking down now or without crying.
He's a great example of somebody who came to work, took care of his business, and then found a way to work through the grieving process on his own. I've got nothing but admiration for how he's handled that process.
I don't think he wants to think about it a lot, even though it's always with him. Like she's always there with him. But I just know when he scores, that's when he probably feels it the most. When he scores, he gets in the end zone, he kind of does this celebration right here, and I just think that's a tribute to her.
Moving inside the Akron 20, inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5, touchdown, Carnell Tate.
What a day for football, 52 degrees, middle of November. Could not have asked for a better day on the north side of Chicago.
I don't really show too many emotions out there. I just don't really talk. Game day, I'm just silent. I'm just like locked in.
When the schedule first came out, we knew he was going back home.
Carnell Tate with 2 Wildcats all over it.
Everybody all week was coming up to him saying, like, you're going back home. What you gonna do? You're going back home.
You don't typically design plays, but I let him know early in the week, man, I want to win this game for you. And, it's just funny how things work out that way.
Going to the pylon. Catch. Touchdown. Carnell Tate. Little homecoming to Chicago kid.
When he got sidelined, all smiles, and it was just great to see. He was like, "That's one." And I was like, "Yeah, shoot. Why don't we get another one?"
It's Tate again. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I think his teammates, you could see the sideline really explode because they love him.
2 touchdown receptions today. Has overcome tragedy in the last year plus. The loss of his mom, tragically. A big day for Carnell Tate.
The team was excited for him. Everybody in the locker room after the game, he was the one up there starting the fight song. I think it was just an all-around great experience for him.
90% Buckeye fans in the crowd. I think half of them were your friends and family. What did you say to them after the game?
I didn't really say too much. I just seen a lot of smiles on their faces, so I'm about to go see them now.
Where you are in the spectrum of coaching, whether it's in Pop Warner, in youth leagues, all the way up to the NFL, the goal is to make an impact on young people's lives. To see somebody who's been through a lot, see joy, see success, it's a great feeling as a coach.